we're going to watch another video from our next presenter. Chris is an Indianapolis guy. This gent is from Cincinnati. Let's hear about him.
We're in the midst of a data revolution. In any sort of revolution like this, there are going to be winners and losers. We call it digital Darwinism. Organizations are under assault by these tech companies, and if they don't move quicker, they're going to die. I saw personally how open source technology has revolutionized different areas. For data pipelines, it's still somewhat untapped. The space is dominated by legacy technologies that are hard to use and very expensive. So I think there's a huge opportunity to create a modern platform with a great experience. There's a new field called data engineering. So we're building a platform to make them faster and be able to scale their work out in an easier way. So ultimately, we're helping them, but they're working for organizations that want to win with data. And so, we view ourselves as not just helping those individuals, but helping the whole organization climb the data maturity mountain and win with data. I've been a data geek and a software developer my whole life. Data engineering is a perfect blend of both of those disciplines, and luckily, this is a perfect storm where now's the time where this is becoming more important than ever.
Let's welcome to the stage from Cincinnati, Rye Walker of Astronomer.
I'm just really glad I'm not wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in the video. So I'm Rye Walker, CEO of Astronomer. We're out of Cincinnati, and things are going to get a little bit geeky right now, unfortunately. Our stuff's kind of technical. Yay! Thank you. So we're trying to make it easy to build data pipelines. Next slide. So what are data pipelines? Not everyone knows what I mean when I say that, but it's basically when you're if you look at something and type data into Excel, that's a data pipeline, but it's very manual, and a lot of people are doing it that way still. When I say data pipeline, it's automated software that's moving data from some source to some destination, usually with a lot of volume. And this is important because there's a rise of data science, machine learning, SaaS is creating a lot of data silos. And it's affecting really all areas and all industries and all divisions of companies. So companies are hiring data scientists to try to capitalize in this data revolution. The challenge is 80% of their time is spent on data collection and data preparation, which isn't really what the employer hired them for. So our vision is to try to get them some of their time back. And a new role's emerged called data engineer. It's a younger sibling to data scientist. Like a data scientist, they write code, but unlike a data scientist, they write good code.
That was nice.
Prove me wrong. So, the state of the art right now in ETL are these drag and drop tools that are really creating spaghetti code. Nobody likes spaghetti code, especially modern open source developers. We like our test-driven development. We like our command line, text editor, and GitHub. So this isn't really the answer. Companies have spent a lot of money on ETL, but with this new revolution and we need to be more agile, it's not the answer. A lot of tools have emerged with funny names. I could go through them all, but I'm not going to. The challenge is they're very technical, and most companies don't have the talent to use them yet. A few companies in the Valley, the unicorns, they're using them well, and in fact, a lot of the technologies that we use come out of those big tech companies. But companies are trying anyway, and they generally have this thing they call a data hub, and it's held together with duct tape. They don't have the right people. They can't get the people who can build this infrastructure. They also don't have processes to automatically build data pipelines. So, Astronomer is a platform. We have 3 editions. The first is a simple SaaS platform. Makes it really easy to build ready-to-use data pipelines. Set up in 10 minutes. Analysts and business users can set them up. The second edition is Astronomer Pro, and it's a developer experience. It starts around $1,000 a month, and it lets people build data pipelines the way Ruby on Rails and Heroku revolutionized web development 10 years ago. And then finally, we have Astronomer Enterprise, which costs around $100,000 a year. It's not cheap, but we put it inside of our customer's environment, and it gives them a great starter kit to do this stuff right. So it's all built on one standard base platform. And again, this is pretty technical and geeky, but Mesos comes out of Twitter. Apache Airflow comes out of Airbnb, and Kafka comes out of LinkedIn. So we have these best-of-breed open source technologies powering the system. We've got, we're a 2-year-old company, 50 people. We've got some great customers and partners already. Opportunity is very bountiful, and every day we're pulling more customers in. And so, we basically feel like there's an opportunity to build millions of data pipelines, perhaps billions of pipelines are going to get built over the next few years. Our job is to reduce the friction, make it easier for people to get them. And with that, we think we have a great opportunity to build a billion-dollar company. No idea behind this.
There are 2 microphones, and you did a great job. Really great job. What is a Cambrian explosion is my one question.
Anyone know? That's when...
Well, if it's a long, not great answer, you don't need to tell us, but It sounds interesting.
Look it up.
Okay, cool. All right. To you guys. Yes, we'll start at the end.
Okay, is this working this time? Good. Do you focus on any particular sectors? Because different kinds of data can look pretty different and come from different sources.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we have a lot of insurance customers and retail. Basically, where data science is becoming popular is where we become popular. But really, when you get down to it, moving data from SQL Server to SAP HANA, it really doesn't matter the details of the data. We don't get in and understand the customer's business logic. We're just building infrastructure, and it's up to the customer to really understand their business and how their data works.
Actually, building on that, my fear for companies that have everything that you've built, which is wonderful, is it's a bit of a do-everything machine, which is good and bad. Do you have replicable use cases that you're sort of leaning in on, whether it's customer segments or otherwise?
Yeah, and those are the tools that we're building into the SaaS platform, the self-service tool. So, for example, almost everybody's trying to get data from Salesforce into their data warehouse. And so that's a very repeatable process. We've completely automated that. And, bottom line is, we are trying to do a wide angle, but we're very shallow. We don't do any data storage, we don't do any analysis, and we don't do any visualization. So it's only transportation.
I love seeing all the customers and the traction that you have up there, and it was really helpful also to see the pricing offerings that you have. This is a big question, and I think especially relevant for people that have very strong technological backgrounds, but with the sales and marketing side, and especially given all the different customer offerings you have and the price differentials, how have you attacked that whole function? And we didn't hear too much about team backgrounds, so was it a matter of bringing in outside people and divvying up the different customer segments, or what's your sales and marketing strategy?
Yeah, so we have the $10,000 a year product that's really designed for inside sales. The $100,000 is more for outside sales. And they're very complementary. You kind of, as you level up, you kind of move to the next stage. So we've designed it to be a sort of a funnel, an adoption funnel. So we have even really big companies. We have Fortune 50 companies using our basic platform because they have someone in the company has a really basic need. But then we've expanded that deeper into their org.
No, but specifically, how are you building those relationships with the customers? What's the strategy?
We have half outbound, half inbound. So we do a blog post every week, pretty religiously. They come out on Wednesday. That's created a lot of inbound interest. We run some ads as well for those common pipeline scenarios. But we also have an outbound team, 3-person outbound team that's just, we have a target account list of 1,000 companies, and we're just trying to meet the right people inside those companies.
You've emphasized a couple times that you're just moving the data. There's no logic, no analysis, just point A to point B. Is that by design? Do your customers want you to layer any context on top of that so you can listen to particular events or make some meaning of the data?
Yeah, very much. They want us to do everything, and we have to tell them a lot of times, like, that's not our cup of tea. We're partnering with a lot of data science consultants who basically don't want to do any of the stuff we do, but they want to do everything once the data arrives. So there's some really natural synergies with a lot of different organizations out there.
Guys, let's give it up for Mr. Rye. Great work, great work.